Good afternoon. My name is Darren West, and I am looking forward to taking 7040E. I'm in the World Language Education Department working on a specialist degree and also an ESOL endorsement. Um, I've had many culture boundaries in my life. I've done studies abroad in Spain as a student, as an undergraduate. I've done a Fulbright Hayes scholarship to Brazil. I've been to Saudi Arabia and worked in a hospital because my former career was as a respiratory therapist. And I maintained my license, and there was an opportunity for a time to go. It took a year to get things ready to be able to go there. And then the paperwork was almost just as much of a nightmare when I arrived as it was the year before that it took me to get ready to go. But that by far is the biggest culture boundary I ever crossed. That was 6 years ago. And we're supposed to talk about a recent cultural boundary. And when you get to my age, 6 years ago is recent. It may be that I'm required to come up with something more recent. I've been back from living in Middle Georgia for 2 years. I moved there to take a job, and I'm originally from North Georgia, and so I was actually in culture shock when I got to Middle Georgia. I won't ever forget talking with my mother, and I kept saying, they do this or they do that. And she mentioned that I was in as much culture shock moving to Middle Georgia as she was when she moved from Virginia to Georgia in the 1960s. And I thought that was interesting. Um, it was daily a culture boundary. In fact, I never knew that Middle and South Georgia people like to tease about us North Georgia people not being real Georgians. They'll call us. They say this is the real Georgia. So I've crossed many culture boundaries. That I love doing that. I look forward to hopefully more opportunities in my life to do even more. And I look forward to meeting each of you and seeing your videos.